places. I'm good. I just worked from home today, which was nice. Got a lot done.
Nice.
Love doing that.
Was the fam around, or did you have the house to yourself?
Just home by myself all day. And Coop, of course, my pooch.
Cooper,
the little black dog.
a little black dog, Cooper. Keeps me company.
It's my dog Baxter. What's that from? Anchorman.
It's from Anchorman, yeah. Like a golden Buddha covered in fur.
Dude,
classic movie.
I gotta say, I've been watching this show, and it is, and you know it, but it is maybe the most goated season of anime that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, the new Jujutsu Kaisen season. It's only the first 5 episodes are their own arc, and it just ended.
Gas this up. Buck gassed up this show.
Oh, like this new season specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's, I mean, the fight scenes, the angle, well, not even just the fight scenes, it extends past that, but you especially noticed it in the fight scenes, the angles they use and just the way they stylize it. It's just so like kinetic, like the energy of it. The fight scenes are just unreal. And then they layer on top of that this like jazz music, this jazz soundtrack. So it's like really chill, but like insane at the same time. It's wild. It's
Have you seen the movie? Maybe I need to watch the movie tonight.
Yeah, I've seen the movie, and I don't know if I maybe would have preferred watching it after the season or not, because it's like this new season, then the movie, and then the start of the regular show. So I think either way works. Obviously, like I enjoyed it, but
it's not just 5 episodes, it's just that there's 5 out, right?
This arc is 5 episodes, but the season will continue on the 31st. I think it picks back up where the last one left off. So this is like a short prequel 5.
So you would almost recommend watching the new season, then watching this.
Yeah, I mean, it's only because so you know something about, like, you know what one of the characters becomes or who he, like, you know, what he does. So for 5 episodes, you're like waiting. You're like, okay, when is this going to happen? Right. But I won't say any more about it because I don't want to spoil anything.
I've just heard Gojo's very powerful.
Yeah, he's insane, and the way they do his powers and all that kind of stuff. That's the other amazing thing about the show, because the story is good, but it's not like mind blowing or anything. It's just serviceable and solid, and there's good characters. But the lore of the show, how in depth they go with all the different powers and stuff, and you know, there's like cursed objects and cursed. Like the panda is just like a cursed puppet or something that gained sentience, and he's like his own thing. And then there's, you know, it's more than I can even comprehend while they're talking about it. So I got to read about it afterwards. But they go so in depth with how the powers work and how all this stuff works. So it feels more, you know, fleshed out and well thought out than your average, you know, like Doctor Strange, who can just do anything without any consequence. And then you're like, okay, wait, why isn't he doing that here where it would really help? You know, they do that a lot in not just Marvel, but all American stuff. They just kind of like, yeah, well, they have powers and we're not going to really define them very well so that we can sort of do whatever we want whenever we need to.
Right.
Versus the Japanese who, like in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's, you know, some could say it's even excessive how much they explain it, but it's actually funny. There's a in universe reason why they explain their powers, because when they do that, it makes that power more powerful. I guess it imbues them with, you know, belief that they can do it. So there's a reason for them to do the anime trope of talking about their power or explaining it to their enemy.
Right.
You know, one of the guys is like, I know you talking about your power is just making you more powerful. I'm not a fool. So I was just like, that big brain activity there.
So meta. Oh, man. Yep. Dude, I want to watch these shows, but it's just like fucking Valorant has consumed my fucking life, bro.
Yeah, you know, you go through phases, right? Where
exactly.
Where you just get super into something and you just got to enjoy that. And because if you try and force yourself into watching something else, then you're just going to not enjoy it as much.
That's
So,
fact, bro. Well put. Well put. Yeah.
How's that been going?
It's good. It's good. I just play this game called Six Shot on AimLab, and it basically it's 6 balls in the air that are like this big, and you have to just like trace to each of them, and like they're like the size of basically someone's head in Valorant, and so it's like the perfect accuracy drill. So you just do that for like a half hour to an hour every day, and it makes you better at the game, or just keeps you being decent.
Have you noticed an improvement, like significantly?
From that exercise, yes, actually. Not significant, but I've noticed an improvement for sure. I've improved at Valorant like overall in the last month or two as well from playing it a lot. So
it's so hype when you're playing a game for a long time. Like when I was playing Call of Duty back in Modern Warfare 1, and about the time that Rebirth Island, they brought that back, like the Alcatraz map. Like I was getting so fucking good with the Car 98, and I was just beaming fools, and it was just the hype you get from that, the shot of whatever it is, dopamine or what's the other one? Serotonin. Whichever one of those you get, probably both, just to the dome.
Probably both.
Probably a healthy dose of both.
Probably one from each nut ball.
Yeah, I still got to go through my old clips and find all these insane shots that I made, but yeah. And now I've absolutely regressed, and I'm just mid. But I only play about twice a week, really, 2, maybe 3.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's the least you've ever played it.
I know, but I don't know. I just try to, and not, I mean, I do like getting on and playing with my friends and stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I want to read, and a lot of, doing freelance and watching shows too. I've been watching Mushoku Tensei. My buddy was like begging me to watch it. It's a newer anime. I think the second season came out this year, but it's called, it translates to jobless reincarnation, but no one calls it that though. Unlike
aren't reincarnation mangas and shit like
yeah. So it's funny because it's funny because like isekais are like a huge fad or like a trend in anime these days, where there's literally just shows where it's like reincarnated as a vending machine in another world. Like literally that's a show, or reincarnated as a doctor, an elf doctor in another world or whatever. It's literally just
my friend Aaliyah was telling me about this.
Yeah. And so isekai, I think isekai translates to another world. So yeah, so it's a massive genre even. But
the name of this show is Jobless Reincarnation, Giving His Best When Transferred to Another World.
Yeah, people just call it Mushoku Tensei. I've never heard anyone refer to it as that, because a lot of shows they do get referred to by their American names, but like Demon Slayer. But this one feels like a, if you're gonna give one a shot, like give this one a shot of that genre, because, and I haven't seen a bunch of them, but that's kind of what my friend said. And it's basically just this absolute bum loser, and the opening scene is him dying. That sounds harsh, but like literally he's just like jerking off in his apartment. I don't even know if he owns it, but like people come and bust him and throw him out because he's just like squatting there or something. But he's a total chump. But the opening scene is him dying, and he wakes up and he's a baby, and he's like, oh, what the hell? And he's like, whoa, this woman has massive knockers. Well, if you're just gonna leave him there, I guess I'll grab a cop. And then he's like, oh, I'm a baby. And he's like, oh, that's my mom. That's probably why I didn't, get horny. So this
seems like really normal.
It's very crass, if you will. He's he's like a dude in his 30s or 40s that was like a pervert bum, and now he's like, man, but he grows. You see him grow, and he's like, I have another shot at life, and he treats people better. But there's a lot of funny bits where he's like it kind of fast forward in the first 2 episodes to where he's like 5 and 6 or so, and he's remembering like the stuff that he learned in dating sims, and he uses those like to see if they actually work on real girls, right. and sometimes they do, sort of, but it helps that he's a little kid. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm only 3 episodes in, but yeah. So and he gets incarnated into a world where there's magic, basically, and he has a natural gift for it. So that's been the story so far, is him just learning how to be a mage, if you will. Mainly water powers so far, but there's more. Wow. I'm sure. Yeah. It's tight though. It's funny, and it's like a, I feel like if I'm gonna, like I said, like I haven't tried any of the isekai type shows except for The Devil is a Part-Timer, which is kind of like a reverse isekai, where it's like the devil from a different dimension gets, thrown into our world. So it's like an isekai for him, but he's, it's basically any character that gets thrown out of their normal element. That's interesting, because I have a
screenplay idea I've had for like the past 5 years has something similar to that in it. Not precisely that, but yo, Tony, shut the fuck up real quick.
Yeah. What up?
I forgot something, bro.
What's that? Was it the same thing that you forgot last week? That we never remembered?
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed that, but I did. Threw in the sound effects.
Yes, I forgot to introduce a podcast. Fuck! Ladies and gentlemen, it is August 15th, 2023 at the time of this recording. Welcome to another episode of Woken Boke. Boom! Episode 187. 187. To be exact, I am one of your hosts, Connor Boyd, joined as always by my best friend from the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. Tony motherfucking Harrop is here today.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
I noticed on our YouTube channel it says 3 sweet boys from St. Louis who don't live there anymore, so I got to change that.
It's true. That's the description of the podcast on the RSS also. Every week we do get together, though, to catch up on the latest in video games, current events, movies, music, manga, anime, and more. I'll say it now since it's going to be, I think we said it last episode, so I don't really have to explain it again, but Max is on hiatus right now. He's going to probably be back later this year, so now it's just kind of like classic Welcome Boke, Tony and I right now. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And follow us on Spotify if you're not already doing so you don't miss a single episode. You can also join our Discord, which is popping now. It's got more than 500 members.
Jeez. Crazy.
It's dope. It's fucking dope.
Fire.
You guys fucking went crazy. Dude, Buck got, he did a donation fund, right? Buck, who, if you follow my stream, you definitely know is my bestie from NYC, who suffers from chronic Lyme. And we have been kind of streaming in collaboration with each other, where I stream and then I raid him at the end of my stream. And, he'll eventually make his own Discord and start his own thing. But for now, it's like you guys have been supporting him, and he's been part of the Woken Boke Discord and all that stuff. And he put up a PC fund, and today, in just like 4 or 5 days, he raised $2,000 for himself, and he getting himself a PC. So you guys are extremely generous, extremely fire. We've created an awesome community with Welcome Boke. It's so multifaceted. You got this podcast, you got my streaming, you got Buck's stream, and then there's all the people in our Discord that do all this cool shit. So if you want to be part of that community, the Discord link, are listed in the show description. You can also follow us on Twitter at wokenbokepod, our Instagram at wokenbokepodcast. You can also reach out to our Gmail, wokenbokepodcast@gmail.com, with your questions, comments, and suggestions. We will read all of them on the show. Like I said, all these are in the show description. I was thinking maybe we could get to some emails. There was some more context I forgot to give you is, dude, I went so hard Sunday night that
tell me.
I've had a 2-day hangover. Literally.
Damn.
Like full blown. It was getting drunk starting at 1 p.m. So I went out to lunch with Trish and Aaliyah. And
Nice.
We did like a couple shots before we left the house, and then I ripped pen in the bathroom, and I had a couple cocktails at the lunch, and then it was just like already started, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I met up with Maxwell and Grant, and we had a bunch of drinks, and then got a bag. You know what I mean? Got a bag involved, you know what I mean? Like a bag. And and we did the whole bag. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we did the whole bag, and we were up till 2:00, 2:30.
My
and
goodness.
I must have done so much. My nose and throat have been hurting for 2 days straight. Like literally they've been fucked up. I did nasal spray this morning on stream. I've been taking Ricola. I had ramen for dinner. I drank tea this morning. Like I've been nursing my throat and my nose. That's why my nose still sounds because of Schneefsky. Because of Schneefsky.
Because you were sneezing so hard.
No, schneefing.
Because of allergies.
No, because of schneefing so hard.
Right.
So
that'll do that.
I'm like, damn. And the problem is that it was just very good. So yeah.
That's a big problem.
It was just good, and you know,
the price you pay, but it's worth it.
Yeah. It was one of those nights where like, damn, we're out. Instead of like, I'm good. It was like, damn, we're out. Yeah, man. Crazy. So I don't know why it hit me that hard, because usually I'm fine, but I think I was just so drunk, maybe. That's why. I don't know. I'm exhausted again.
How much did you drink along with that?
Oh, I mean, I lose track. And you know, over a span of hours, you lose track. You just lose track. I mean, throughout the day, maybe like 10 drinks. I don't know. Maybe more. But I'm talking like cocktails, not beer. So it's just like...
Sheesh.
Drunk.
On a Sunday, no less. The Sabbath.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Let's look at some of these emails. What do you say, Tone?
Please,
that's my nose sounds like this, though.
There's a few that have been unread for a little while now, which apologies for that. Obviously, we've had some delays.
Yeah, I got one from, it says Electric Ladyland.
Yeah, oh man, waiting since May 25th.
Since March. Unless we've read this on the show, but it wasn't marked as read. This says, yeah, rare girl listener here. The subject line is, can y'all talk about crushes? I'm lovesick. So I'm sorry that we're getting to this a good 5 months later, but you know what? This is around the time I got laid off. This was actually, you sent this the day after I got laid off. So this is a throwback. Yeah, rare girl listener here to talk about girl shit. I don't care. I honestly hate crushes. Liking someone feels so embarrassing, especially if I see them often, because I always feel like it's super transparent. I get googly eyes. I'm 24. I feel too old for this. I don't know. Do y'all have crush stories? I want to know how dudes think about this shit. Okay. Bye. P.S. Anime Rec Vinland Saga. I will definitely check that out.
I've heard that's goated. No joke.
I've heard that's very good anime and manga. I have had a couple crushes before. Yeah, I definitely have. I think I had one as late as college, honestly. The thing with crushes is that you don't actually like the person you're crushing on.
Right. You just have a fantasy sort of in your head, and you don't know anything about them generally. I mean, you can't have a crush on someone you've known for a while, so that's not the default, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say without like context, because there's so many different kinds. Yeah, like I just said, it could be someone you've known for years. Of crushes. Like it could be someone you literally just met.
A crush just being like you're obsessed over a person because it's a dream and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel attracted to a person and it's not a crush, or a crush.
Oh yeah, right. I guess you had to define what a crush is.
Yeah, I feel like a crush. What's a crush? I'll just look it up. We'll get the exact definition.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've had a crush necessarily because I don't know. A lot of the women that I've met have been on dating apps.
A brief but intense infatuation for someone, especially someone unattainable or inappropriate. So like a teacher.
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. Puppy love is another thing. Yeah, I hate them too. They're a waste of time because they don't lead to. They're annoying. Yeah, I agree.
Right,
because they don't lead to anything good.
I don't know. I feel like the long-term relationships I've been in started out as crushes, and I acted upon them and got the girl. So it's happened a few times. You just got to go for it. I mean, if it's something that would, ruin some sort of social dynamic, obviously that makes it harder. And I definitely consider that, obviously, the long-term implications, but it's never been an issue for me, thankfully.
All right, this next one comes from Evan Corey. Catching up on old apps I missed and dying at Connor asking Tony how Wakanda Forever was. Tony just immediately explains the beginning and the end of the movie, LMAO. You said bespoken Boke?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, which one is this? Who's it by?
It's from Evan.
Oh, Evan. Okay.
It's called Bespoken Boke.
This immediately explains the beginning and the end.
I don't even remember that.
I don't either.
Yeah, we do. I'm not gonna lie, we do spoil shit pretty immediately on this show. Like if you hear us start to talk about something, we'll talk about it. Yeah, but I think it's just also because a part of us feels like there's not enough people listening that it like matters.
Well, and also we're not like on top of like shit the week it comes out. It's not like something we rush out to do, especially not fucking these newer Marvel movies. Like, see them when I see them, if I see them, and then talk about them like a month later. Yeah.
Also, that's a true point. It's a fucking Marvel movie. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? If you like those fucking movies, you would have seen it. You dinkus.
Yeah, and that one is not one you need to, especially not one you need to really worry about.
Yeah,
knowing much about Wakanda Forever. It was pretty balls, in my opinion. Of course, just so people know.
In your opinion,
in my opinion.
But yeah, man, really haven't been doing a whole lot. Just hung out with Aaliyah last weekend, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I went on.
You hung out with her also?
Yes. Right after you left, and then I walked in. But dude, there's one more. Do you want to read it? It's a little long.
Which one is it?
From Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Holy shit. Okay. I will read all this. This comes from Calvin. Hi, Wokers and Bokers. I'm so glad I finally started listening to this podcast. I got hooked on Jaded back in April and have been a fan of anything you guys do since. Love hearing your hilarious conversations on games, movies, manga, and all that as I've been going back to catch up on all the episodes and hearing how you guys liked games from the last year, Gaudy Raggy. It has made me want to break out of my comfort zone and write in to tell you guys about what surprisingly became probably my favorite game of the year, Final Fantasy 16. I had no previous experience with the franchise except for seeing the hype when the FF7 remake was announced and finally came out, but other than that, I had no idea what the games were actually like. After seeing some YouTubers get excited over the free demo, I decided to give it a chance. And as soon as the opening cinematic transitioned into gameplay, I was hooked. The story, music, gameplay, cinematics are all amazing, and it all turns to 100 during the insane kaiju battles. I know some fans of the franchise were let down by the fact there aren't a lot of controllable party members or RPG elements, but that didn't bother me at all. The story and gameplay all center around the protagonist Clive as we follow him through different points in his life and how his goals change from a simple quest for revenge to joining a selfless movement to break the status quo of the world and let others live freely. Anyway, I've never really had a story game hook me like this. I know Connor said in his newest episode he probably won't stream console games anymore, but I'd love to hear your reactions to the epic moments in the game. Hopefully you'll be as stunned as I was. Sorry for the long email. Just wanted to get this recommendation off of my chest, and I've also never really engaged in online community like this, but what you guys do here and on Jaded has really inspired me to be more open with my thoughts instead of keeping everything to myself like I normally do. Have a wonderful day. Welcome, Boke, for fucking ever. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'd like to play Final Fantasy 16. It's just that when I came back from St. Louis, there was mad audio glitches with it that didn't happen with any other game via my Elgato chat link, audio thing. So that just turned me off because I really didn't want to worry about that. Because it was just like, I would have had to dig for an answer on how I would have had to troubleshoot and do all this shit. And I set it aside. So I played like an hour of that game and then stopped, but it was fucking cool what I did. I think it's something I'll probably pick up again later. I just haven't been playing a lot of PS5. Literally the main thing I've been doing, I haven't been reading, right? I haven't been watching films. Haven't been listening to music. Haven't been looking at pornography. Yeah. That's actually not. But all I've been doing is playing Valorant and trying to get better at FPS. Because I'm garbage. You understand? I'm garbage. Bronze 1. Bronze 1.
Is it 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2? Like, which one's the best?
3.
Of the tiers. 3? Okay.
I'm not even silver. Bronze. On Gears of War, I literally placed at gold. Like when I did ranked free-for-all and shit like that. I was gold, I think. Valorant, it's like Iron 3. Bronze 1. Those are the 2 levels I just keep switching back and forth. Yeah. But I'm in lobbies against people that are gold, people that are plat, sometimes it's people who are fucking Diamond 2, Ascendant. Jeez. Sometimes it's good people, which is fun because when you play in good lobbies, right?
And then you win.
Playing good lobbies, you get better.
Mm-hmm.
You get better. And I just want to, I don't know why, but that's what I've been enjoying the most. And despite what my girlfriend says, I am sick. And I will probably be staying home and playing that tonight. And training. And in fact, my friend, I have to be honest, I'm a bit weary. I don't know if I can do a full episode this week. If there's anything else, if you have anything else you wanted to cover, we could maybe we could talk about one more thing.
Sure, yeah. Let me think. God damn. Dude, that new Napoleon movie? Oh, that looks kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a good point. Ridley Scotty. Oh my God.
Riddington Scotford? Newest film?
Young Walking and the Order of the Phoenix?
Yar.
Young Walkingstein?
Yeah, that movie looks crazy. I'll definitely go see that.
What if he's just like, Napoleon? I'm Napoleon. He's just like Walking Phoenix as himself. Yeah, I'm Napoleon. I don't know.
I'm short.
Yeah, I'm short, and we're like, I want to conquer Europe.
Wear a funny hat.
Yeah.
What if he recreates his most famous Joker scenes in the movie, where he just does the you wouldn't get it?
Yeah, he's like,
or the
Zone and it says you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, dude.
I am short. You wouldn't get it. You're too old to understand.
They don't even do like a French accent. I don't think from what I saw in the trailer.
Bro, did you even see Young Oppenheimer?
No, I haven't yet. I need to go maybe see that this weekend.
God, bro. Drag Max's ass out to see that. If he hasn't, go see that. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
I mean, he's bloody gone. I forgot. He's gone.
He's
Young Oppenheimer. Yeah, it's fire.
I need to go see that. I want to see Barbie just for the hell of it.
Barbie's good.
Yeah.
Barbie's good. You're gonna get the little critiques I have with it if you see it. I feel.
Yeah.
You'll just pick up on the things that you know me, bro. It's just funny because it's like at the end of the day, it's like people can get pissed off, but it's just like I don't know. There's a reason for everything I say, and there's a reason for every. You know what I mean? It's like not just making shit up. You know.
I've heard a lot about both movies, so that is kind of unfortunate. It's like kind of, affected my viewing of it going in. But
let me tell you, Barbie, sure, maybe like whatever. You'll be braced for whatever. I would still go in with Barbie with a totally open mind. You know what I mean? Take it as it is. Don't go in with expectations, even though that's like easier said than done. Oppenheimer, I could hype up Oppenheimer and it'll still be good. Like no matter what I say, you're gonna watch Oppenheimer. It's like when I like growing up, I'd be like, "Oh, bro, you have to watch this movie," and we'd watch it, and of course it'd be good because I wouldn't recommend a shitty movie. Like that's Oppenheimer. Yeah, dude. I think Killers of the Flower Moon, the Scorsese movie, is coming out, and then Doom 2 is coming out, bro.
What Tune? I've been wanting to see Tune.
I wanted to see Tune.
Yeah, that's probably my most hyped, I would say, and then Napoleonic.
It's just always like Timothy Chalamet talking like this, like, yeah, the Paul Atreides of House Arrakis. I don't know. I haven't read Dune.
He is
I haven't read
sort of a plank of wood, but maybe that's just how his character was written. I haven't seen any of the movies with him in it. He reminds you of soup?
Soup, like a tomato soup, like a fancy soup. That's what he reminds me of. I thought you meant
from Call of Duty.
No, not soap.
That's soap.
Timothy Chalamet reminds me of like a fancy soup or like a really nice towel. Or nice, yeah. That's basically the two things he reminds me of. He reminds me of like a nice hotel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
He looks like he was born just in a nice hotel, and that's where he's lived his whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made like some sort of TikTok or Instagram thing about him where he was like, I can't remember what it was. He was wearing something weird and he was like making a weird face or something and you were clowning on him. Yeah.
In that one magazine.
Yeah. He was, dude, he was going to be cast as Spider-Man before Tom Holland. Like he was the other option that they were looking at. And I'm glad they didn't because he's way too like, he looks like a Balenciaga model, or whatever. He's too like his freaking jaw like goes out and then comes in inverts and then comes back out sort of, his jawline. It's like over chiseled. And, he looks like like it's not that Spider-Man's ugly, but he's not a fucking GQ model or whatever. So I'm glad they went with Tom, even though he's not my favorite either. I don't feel like Tom has that much range.
No,
like I've never seen a movie with him in it where I'm like, man, he really fucking sold that.
He worked as Spider-Man in movies where he wasn't the main character.
Right. Civil War. Great in Civil War. Loved that.
Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great stuff. Cool.
Yes. But as a leading character, he's a little vanilla, not even close to the like emotional range. And yep. gotta put a sign on my door. Just more
Don't
edits
enter
I'm gonna make.
mom when playing video games. Toxic waste warning.
Just like recording.
Gamers at play. Warning. Stay back 50 feet.
Do not enter.
Do not enter unless you're ready to kill zombies.
Yeah, no. I need to put like a sign that says like recording, text me. Not just not
Recording. Yeah,
It's like all right.
It's just like that motherfucker's like, you're in my house. I'm fucking coming in.
He could take the door off if he felt like it.
Oh yeah, easily one hatchet kick to the doorknob. It would simply spool out.
Simply, yeah.
And then the door just go like that. You just go hiya and the hatchet kick it, and then the knob would just go whoop, whoosh, off.
Hiya.
Hi and yeah.
Hi plus yeah.
Hi and also yeah. I love this completely like contrived character we've created.
I know. I hope one day he watches it and like puts the pieces together. He's like, "Wait, is that supposed to be me?" And I'll have
He's
to
like,
explain to him. It's like,
I assumed it was Jordan Peterson the whole time.
no, it's you, and that's what you sound like. You just can't tell because your own ears. You can't hear your own voice as other people hear it. Obviously,
Right.
that's why it sounds different in recordings and such. But and I'll have to explain to him. No, the joke is that it doesn't sound anything like you. It's sort of like a, absurdist, type humor,
If you will.
It wouldn't. Yeah, I'm getting him into some of that
wouldn't
stuff with
understand.
memes. You wouldn't get it. Yeah, He's
You've
getting
always
memes
had a
little
good
bit more.
meme game. You've always had a good meme game. Your meme
Not
game
my
is strong, Elon. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. We love you so much. Woken Boke forever. Have a great week. Talk to you later.
Peace.
Bye.